brought the evolving IT industry actually brought the ERP application, so which is called enterprise resource planning, with various modules. So this actually requires a thorough understanding of the businesses and communicating effectively with all the stakeholders whoever are involved. The methodology and the planning of the project actually initially gives them a better involvement. They need to understand the courses on the different policies like the business ethics, their code and compliance.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I am Rajesh Joshi, and today we have with us a highly skilled consultant and IT professional with over 12 years of expertise in Oracle Fusion HCM and full stack development. He has been a vital part of the digital transformation journeys for numerous clients, bringing his deep knowledge of HR systems and technical skills to the forefront of every project. His vast experience spans across both functional and technical domains, including Oracle Cloud Solutions, process optimization, and project management. It is an honor to welcome Mr. Vijay Modekurty to the podcast. Thank you for joining us today, Vijay, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you. A very warm greetings to everyone. And so thank you so much for this platform and an opportunity to present myself, and excited for such an interaction.
Great. The pleasure is all ours, Mr. Vijay. Mr. Vijay, to start this conversation, you've worked across multiple industries in your career, which is why I wanted to ask you, how did your journey from being a business analyst to a senior consultant help you develop the unique approach you bring to consulting?
Yes. So to start with, actually, I had an exciting curriculum in my master's in industrial relations and personal management. So which gave an insight into to have an idea on the dynamics and the factors of human behavior and their influence on productivity. Okay, so I attended various lectures and various seminars of eminent speakers and HR leaders, which gave in various seminars actually, so which gave an edge on how work environments lead to increase the efficiency and the productivity. Okay, so having this, so this knowledge actually cheered me to expand my horizon on. To understand the landscape of various businesses and to understand the workforce challenges and how they can be mitigated to increase the job satisfaction levels of employees. Okay, so having said this, so I also got an opportunity to work with various manufacturing, transport, corporate administration, and marketing and financial services, which further actually sharpened my skills to analyze the various business operations and work cultures, fueling the activities like identifying the manpower, organizational training and development, monitoring and review the performance of workforce. Okay, so this approach actually led me to grow from a level of a personal assistant to a HR manager in my career. So having had this, so evolving, going forward, actually the evolving IT industry. Okay, so brought the evolving IT industry actually brought the ERP application, so which is called enterprise resource planning, with various modules on financial, supply chain, human capital. Further, actually to which actually further fostered me to transform myself from a business analyst role to a business analyst role from a domain role. Okay, so this tedious journey of software life cycle to understand the applications, business requirements, the configurations, making the solutions live for business owners. Okay, and these processes also involve leading a team, problem solving approaches with and working with various stakeholders on the front, and also the risk management and risk mitigation, quality checks and delivery timelines. So this is a very broad horizon, we can say, which actually brought in a lot of uh, uh, additional knowledge and gaining information, so how to deal with various situations. So this is on a broad perspective, is my growth career. So I also had a chance to visit different clients on-site clients. Like I traveled US, I traveled Middle East clients, and also I went to a couple of South African clients as well. So all these clients have a different perspective and different business rules and regulations, like, so which actually helped me out to dig in more into their business aspects, understanding their roles and how they perceive different pain areas and how to handle them.
Great, great. I mean, incredible journey, Mr. Vijay, especially where
Yes,
you are learning on the job and at
correct.
the same time adapting to whatever is evolving, unfolding in front of you in terms of newer practices, technologies, and so on. It is exciting, which brings us to the next question, that leadership is about vision, execution, and learning from each experience, just as the
Yes.
same way that you've been doing all throughout. Given your experience as a senior consultant, what would you say is the most critical skill for success in your field of work, and how did you polish that skill over time?
So actually, the critical skills that are required for performing these particular job activities, we can actually broadly categorize them as analytical skills to extract the business requirements and the functional knowledge of application skills, to configure all those requirements as to replicate their current manual processes onto the applications. So,
Mhm.
these business actually any business actually expects that not only we should meet their requirements, but also to correct and suggest certain amendments, so that their applications, so that their processes will be actually properly targeted onto the applications, and there will be a smooth transition of process flows from the current way of their handling to the onto the applications. So because
Right.
as we know, current handling processes manually will be involving a lot of pen and paper, we can say, all the discussions and scribbling at somewhere else, and maintaining in Excel sheets, so which will be actually a tedious process for in the manual process. So which all these things can be put forward on an application. So all these applications are actually designed to capture all the various business requirements, and so that they can be very well utilized by the business users. So this actually requires a thorough understanding of the businesses, and communicating effectively with all the stakeholders whoever are involved, and delivering the project also in the prescribed timelines. So
Right.
that would be more important skill, we can say. In this particular skill and traveling in this journey, so adhering to the timelines would be the most important thing, and which actually also has an impact on the revenue models, and on both client side as well as from the consulting company.
Right.
So that's
Right.
where we have, so this skill, developing this skill would be the more important, I can say. And also adhering to the project timelines not only enhances the confidence and the return on investment, but also it will also fuels the improving the profit margins for consulting company as well as for the client. So apart from this, as a leader in managing the projects, so what I have observed is, so the need for resource handling skills is also most important, and also identifying the project risks and like contingencies related to various delays that may happen over the project, and also upholding the stakeholder confidence while going through the risk management practices, and also ensuring the quality in delivery and proper documentation of the processes. See, whatever they have told across during the discussion, so that we have to document it properly and make it in a structured fashion, so that whenever we hand over the applications to them, so if they want to refer back, so what are the process and how they are mapped, so this process documentation is most important. So that is one of the important skill, I can say. And the success of project execution also depends on the complexity of implementations. So there would be
Mhm.
some simple implementation, there would be a complex implementations wherein the organizations are located at various locations, like one maybe in India, other in Middle East, South Africa, US. So there will be various different business applications and different rules and regulations that will be governing for those employees at those locations. So those needs to also to be taken care, and also the demographics of customers, whether they are in single or multiple locations. So these are the important skills, I believe, to be considered while in our journey as a senior consultant or principal, while we grow up on our ladder. Yes.
Wow, wow, phenomenal. So it is not about having just one skill. It is about basically having a holistic approach towards every single client in its own individual capacity, and then understanding his requirement and
Exactly.
delivering on the requirement in a timely manner. So that's absolutely phenomenal. I believe it is also required. I mean, the understanding part, I believe, is required for that is, initial build of trust, because
Correct.
unless until the client starts trusting you, he is not actually going to come out more and share with you in terms of what exactly would his requirement be, impact
Right.
areas, etc., and stakeholders also, which is very important. So that's
Correct.
really interesting. Now, having spoken about trust, building trust is at the heart of every great leadership journey. So with your
Exactly.
technical expertise, how do you build and maintain strong relationship with clients, particularly when introducing complex systems like Oracle Fusion to their workforce?
True. So actually, the journey of project management and project execution, we can say it actually starts from the pre-sales activities. And so during these pre-sales activities, we will be coming out with some demo kind of thing. And so initial high-level requirements would be collected at that point of time, and we will
Mhm.
be presenting some demo to the clients just to give him an overall understanding how exactly an application look like. So how good we are and our resources are able to map those requirements, and what is our resource strength, everything. So these are the part of pre-sales activities. So once we do these pre-sales activities, so then based on the financials that has been worked upon, there will be a scope of work that will be come upon. So a project manager should have a thorough knowledge on identifying the scope of work, so which he is supposed to deliver. And so based on that scope of work, he need to identify the resources from within and outside the organization. So this is one more step. So having those resources in place, so whether that has to be executed onshore or from offshore, so this kind of model also has to be worked upon. And once this is done, so then we will be the first step, I can say, to build a strong relationship with the client is to evolve a strategic approach. So how we are going to deliver this, so how we are going to present our resources, and how we are going to uh, the execution methodology, I can say, in its totality, the execution methodology and the holistic approach, how we are actually going to deal with this particular project is an important one. So which actually also to ensure a smooth flow of and transition of the process onto the applications. So going on to the second step, so there is a planning and executing and adhering to the project plan. So
Mhm.
how we are doing this project, and what is our so how we are going to execute, and what are the different criterias that we are, as a standard practices we are following. So this is one of the important step where we need to ensure to build the trust and confidence of the client. So the methodology and the planning of the project actually initially gives them a better involved, because they are not involved with any other consulting companies. So that's where we will be pitching in onto their and stepping in their shoes to understand in giving a comfort to them. Okay. So so managing the effective communication and between the teams, and so the documentation and obtaining various sign-offs sign-offs at various stages. So that is also an important to ensure that the requirements they have given to us were very well understood, and then they are documented properly, and sign off from the both sides has been taken up. And based on that, we are proceeding further for a solution design, and then delivering it by the user acceptance, and moving it, making the solution live for business users.
Mhm.
So after that one, so we can say in this process of journey of like evolving method of executing the methodology, so we will be encountering a lot of issues like managing various resources. So we can say the resources, the people who are actually going to implement the project. So there will be certain resource crunch. Sometimes it will found. So people may leave, people may join again. So the transitions. So these things has to be handled. And during this process, we can say, and which actually in, proves a lot of challenges in executing the project. So this is the third step we can say in giving the confidence to clients so that there is a smooth transition that is going on. And the fourth step would be identifying the risks and planning the mitigations, so that customer will gain a confidence that okay, so everything is going on as per the project, and in case of there are any risks that are coming up, so that is being communicated properly. So the risks I can say could be something like maybe there is an issue in the application itself, and the third party vendor is taking more time to address that particular issue. And also there are other parties which are dependent. So for example, we need to do certain integrations. So those
Mhm.
integrations, third party vendors will be there, so there could be a delay from their end as well. So something like holidays or people are not available. So these are some types of risks which needs to be addressed, whether certain points of solution can go live, or whether they can wait for some more time, or this kind of activity should be identified. And the last but not least, I can say delivering a quality solution in the stipulated timelines, and so which which will actually improve the return on investment as well, and also which will be a revenue generation and ensuring an smooth operational excellence.
Right, right. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal the way you broke it down, pre-sales and process, sign-offs, and so on and so forth. Would it be right if I said that it is all about being transparent? It is all about being absolutely open with your client, and let him also kind of understand what you're going through while you are attempting to complete his requirement, so that his trust in you as the vendor, if I may say so, actually goes up, and then his cooperation also increases,
Indeed.
thereby affecting a very smooth transition and a smooth delivery of the project that you have maybe taken up. And all this, the basis of all this, I believe, is transparency and trust to start with. Would it be right if I said so?
Yeah, it would be a transparency as well, and communicating. Communication is the most
Communicate.
important in interaction. So
Right.
the trust and confidence would be actually developed on a continuous interaction basis with the client and the business users, so that once they feel comfortable, so then they will also come out with more number of requirements or any other thing which are left out, or which they wanted to as a we can say like to have kind of approaches or requirements. So those things also will come out, and we can actually try all of them to accompany in our applications.
Speaking about
Yes.
transparency and trust, corporate governance at its core is about creating systems that people trust and follow. From your experience working on large scale projects, how do you think your knowledge of corporate governance will influence the success of system implementations, particularly in compliance heavy industries such as yours?
So, as we know, corporate governance would be overseeing the policies and procedures that has been laid by organization. So,
Mhm.
which is in the best interest of organization as well as the employees who work for that. From my experience working on whether small, medium, or large scale projects like. So, and handling a team of resources actually compelled me to understand the importance of laying down the policies and procedures in place at the first step, and to execute. So, which are actually, these policies are required actually to execute projects, and the way of developing an approach to the companies who are developing an approach for employees who are actually working in that particular project. Okay, so corporate governance, I believe, is actually driven by the policies and procedures, where it helps to create a cohesive work environment, and also which gains confidence amongst the team members, which actually also helps them to contribute to the fullest extent possible. Okay, so it is also an efficient system of I can say communicating the organization's interest, their vision and mission, actually we can say those statements, and that the uh, these particular governance and policies and procedures will actually also needs to be percolated down to all the levels of employees, so that so that everyone who is working even at the lowest level, middle level, or the higher level will actually understand them, and actually work towards achieving that particular policies. And also these policies and procedures also will be laid down as a key performance indicators in the performance appraisals also, so that organization also will understand whether they are adhering to everything, or all the policies properly or not. So because the main importance, policies are framed in a higher level, and but in case if they are not trickled down to the lowest level, so then all the policies will be they go haywire.
Right, right.
So that's why that portion of communicating to the lowest level is very important in the corporate governance. So that's what actually I believe them. And also it was observed that amongst the employees there will be a feeling of sense of satisfaction, and they are actually motivated that the organization is striving to ensure the best efforts, and not to deviate from their own led policy statements or the vision statements that they have made across. So because as we know, the top leaders, whenever they are discussing on the open forums, so they will emphasize on this one. So this disconnect should not happen, that policy speaks something else, and the work culture speaks something else. So this is where I actually understood by working in the different team members along with them. So, and overseeing them also ensures employees that uh, so there are that they need to understand the courses on the different policies, like the business ethics, their code and compliance, and also and also the cybersecurity policies, which are actually important, which speaks on a lot of the ethical hacking that is being done, and how to defend organization from falling prey to such other external sources. So this actually improves a lot of confidence among the employees. So here the corporate governance actually plays a vital role. And I myself, as a project leader, would definitely ensure all the employees has been trained, and also they have a full knowledge of all these corporate policies.
You mentioned about leaders. True leaders are those who inspire others to think bigger. With your
Okay.
technical and leadership background, what advice would you give young professionals who are aiming to play a role in the HR technology space? And what skills would you suggest to prioritize the most?
Yes. So I can say, as a leader, working through all these years and the experience which I have put in. So I say one of the organization mission would be to ensure all the resources shall have their knowledge updated, and
Mhm.
on a continuous basis. Actually, it is not that once they have learned one particular skill, and that has been left out, or that is just being used for over a period of time, nothing like that. Actually, in this evolving technology and evolving space, we can say, so every resource has to keep himself updated on all the fronts. So whether it is on a functional knowledge, or gaining a technical knowledge, or on a soft skills basis. So this is the main organization mission should be. so that and also my mission in fact. So I also would like to have all my team members to be abreast and keep updated themselves on all the latest technologies and everything, and also on the soft skills actually. So because soft skills play an important role in handling the client, and also give him a good level of amount of confidence on that particular consultant. So, as a
Great.
HR professionals, I was involved in organizing various training and development programs as well. And also, there is an evaluation mechanism which we have developed so that we understand what is the level of their competency that they have gained and the knowledge they have gained through these training and development programs. So which actually we keep on monitoring them so that how best they are utilizing these particular skills on their on the job activities. So because training would be given off the job, and again we also I also actually uh, try to put those skills and apply those skills on the job. So
Mhm,
actually,
mhm.
similar type of training programs will be designed for all those employees, and the skills I suggest would be to prioritize mostly the skills on developing a functional and a technical knowledge on the application or on the job. So this is
Mhm.
the most important one. As I said, to for every resource, he needs to get updated on gaining the additional knowledge, and involvement and commitment to the job which they are actually working upon. So that will actually help in deep diving and designing a best solution to the client, which is actually a tailor made, and that actually varies from customer to customer, client to client, and the third one would be continuous knowledge upgradation and on the technologies front. So that is one more skill that any resource has to develop on that. And also the fourth one would be the developing communication and the presentation skills. So
Mhm.
for which on various fronts it would be very much helpful for the resources. And I can say the last but not the least on adhering to the policies and procedures laid down that actually contributes to the organization's success, and also ascending in their career over a period of time.
Right, 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 right. Absolutely, absolutely vital. And I'm glad that you actually, put them in an order where everybody would definitely, understand the importance of each one of them in their own careers or in their own workspaces to start with, and
Exactly.
eventually leading to a better career. You mentioned about upgrading and updating oneself. How has your journey with Directors Institute enhanced your approach to leadership and governance? And what elements of the experience have been the most valuable to you?
Yes. So actually, getting to know about Directors Institute, uh, it happened by chance, I can say, and uh, uh, to explore more of my opportunities as well as skills. So
Mhm.
while working with actually various organizations, definitely we would like to climb in our career and lead to the topmost position. But I was actually wondering to know how any person can reach to a board level. Okay, so because a board level means it is completely on a strategic planning, and motivating the entire organization front to lead to a successful uh, path over there. So while in this thought process, actually. It was very exciting to find my search that ended in the Directors Institute. So wherein I have attended a seminar that was given by our eminent speaker, and there I actually got an insight how what are the additional skills that I need to develop, which I don't have actually as of now. So so that I can actually grow in my career to become a board member. So then the curriculum actually designed by the Directors Institute is a very tailor-made one, I can say, and it actually steers the knowledge and and tailored with a lot of interactive sessions and the study material and the material which was given to us. So which actually uh, uh, improves our knowledge, which is actually supposed to be known to us, so that we can perform on the board. And also the for all those expiring sessions, the live sessions which were given by the experts, so that's actually amazing, I can say. And that was a lot of I can thought provoking one, as well as building our skills and leading to a board. Okay. And also we can say how the all the study material actually made the related to what are the roles and responsibilities of a director, and what are the different boards and committees that an independent director or an aspiring director to have an idea about or to know about them. And also how a board actually functions to the betterment of the particular organization, and also the journey of a director in its totality, I can say. So I also learned actually the do's and don'ts that an independent director or an aspiring director should consider himself while on his journey in the directorship. So this actually gave me a good insight, and I can say I'm very confident on enhancing my skills, and also very confident that. So, what are the various aspects that I need to consider in my journey as an aspiring director?
Great, great, great. We are glad that the program is actually helping you in
Yes.
evaluating yourself and in also understanding the gaps that you need to actually cover up, and at the same time enhancing the skills that you already have. Well, that eventually is the journey, is the reason why this program is actually there for all the experienced corporate leaders like you are. Wow, what an exciting conversation, Vijay. We come to the end of it. I mean, your journey truly reflects your dedication to excellence and continuous learning. The impact you've made on clients across industries through innovative HR solutions and technical expertise is truly remarkable. It's certain that your blend of technical expertise and leadership has truly set you apart in the industry. On behalf of Directors Institute, we thank you for sharing your insights and experiences with us today. Thank you for taking time out and being with us here.
Yes, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity as well, and it's a great pleasure to interact and share my journey, insights, and the area of specializations as well, and areas of my work. So, which actually definitely lead me to a board based on the skills that I have got, and also the experience and approach towards the ensuring excellence. I believe would be making me suitable to an aspiring directorship as well. Thank you so much.
Best of luck with that. We look forward to sharing more inspiring stories and insights from remarkable leaders in our next session. Until then, keep upskilling and finding joy in your journey. This is Rajesh Joshi signing off.